Hey guys, it's Mel. Welcome back to my channel. It is Monday. That means I've got my regular weekly packing video for you. I'm going to show you what sold on eBay this weekend, tell you how much it sold for, tell you how long it's been listed for. I'm going to chit chat my way through the entire video. So buckle up. We're probably here for about an hour. I've sold over 100 items. Takes up to about maybe 85 actual orders, but over maybe like 110, 12 actual items that are going out in today's post. So let's go. First up, we've got The True Story of Maggie Bright. Now this is just a paperback fiction book. It is a brand new listing and I've sold this one for $19.99. Now I don't show you my books in any order except for the order that the sales come through in my eBay store. I'm not sitting here and like putting the best sales at the front or the best sales right at the end of the video. It is exactly what order they come in when I download into my eBay shipping. Another brand new listing. This one is called Gallipoli Sniper and it's by John Hamilton. It is a the life of Billy Singh. It's a true story, true war story. That one has sold for $28.99 and also just a brand new listing in January. Okay, I've got 6 large paperback books here that I've sold for $50. Now, these are all Australian authors, women's fiction, just like general fiction, but a kind of theme towards country, rural, chick lit, I guess it is. Those ones have sold for the $50. And that includes postage. All my books, I'll just say, all my orders include free postage unless they're an international order. There's no international orders today, but if I do have an international order, I do charge additional for postage. That bundle of 6 has been listed since September last year, so it's not been in the store for very long. It's a great sale going out at $50. Okay, we've sold a nice cookbook here. This one is called 12 and it's a Tuscan cookbook. So this one has sold for $18.01. Not very high price. It's actually a nice looking cookbook, but $18. It's been listed since September. Now this sale is from Bella. She watches me. Thank you, Bella. This is Daughter of the Deep by Rick Riordan. It's part of the Heroes series. Young adult fantasy fiction, this one. And that one has sold for $19.99 and I think it's only new. Yeah, February 2025. Brand new listing into the store. Rick Riordan also writes the Percy Jackson series, which is another really popular young adult fiction book series. If you can find that one, it's definitely worth picking up. Rick Riordan, if you remember his name, he's definitely worth comping if you find some of his books. And if you can buy them at the right price, you will be able to make money on those. Now, this large book is going out to Faye, who watches me, and she's bought lots and lots of books from me, so thank you so much, Faye. This is called Diana, the Portrait, and this is about Princess Diana. It is a very large, heavy book. Now, this book has been listed since April 2023, so that is a long time, and for a book of this size and weight, too long. I wouldn't buy this book again. I actually don't buy many books that are about the royal family. I find them quite slow moving. I've got a couple in my store, but they're not books that I actively look for just because I do find them very slow moving, the books on the royal family. That one, listed since April 2023, it's taken up a lot of space. It was a heavy one for me to move. And I'm really glad that Faye's bought it and it's finding a new home. Thanks, Faye. Now, I've sold this bundle of 3 books. This is a romance bundle and the series is called Love Finds You. I've only sold this for $22 for the 3 books and it's been listed since September 24, so not like a very popular or high earning romance series, but romance books do sell for me. They're one of my best genres in the store and I love selling romance books. They're a great seller for me. Oh, this is only a brand new listing. Okay, I've just sold this one for $30. It is called Driven from Michael Jordan. So, autobiography of Michael Jordan, the basketball player. And yeah, I picked this one up, $30. And I don't see this one very often in the shops. I've only ever found it a couple of times. I remember the last time I bought it, I actually gave it to my son because he's a mad basketball fan. But yeah, this one's gone into the store. But yeah, only just listed January 2025. January 2025, $30. Right, now I've sold this book called Quick Cook, and it's by Martha Stewart's 200 Easy and Elegant Recipes. This one's been listed since January last year, so a year now. That one's sold for $18. Right, now I've sold a bunch of 3 architectural magazines here. These are sold for $25. They're the Architectural Review for the Asia and Pacific. There's 3 of them in the bundle. These ones have been listed since March 2024. Now, I've sold a book called Kokoda, a war military book. This one's come from the cages. You'll see a few of the war books coming through just because there was a whole stack of them in the cages there. $17, not a large profit, but brand new listing in February, so really, really fast mover. This is another book that came from the cages, Shortcuts to Great Gardens. This one's just sold for $15, but again, brand new listing in January. Now, when I say the cages, if you're coming here and you haven't watched any of my other videos ever, what I'm talking about is I got a incoming haul of 22 cages, which are the size of a pallet and about this high, and they're filled with books. So I've got 22 of them. I'm estimating there's about 1,000 books per cage, except for the children's books where they're this thin. I'm estimating there's thousands of books, of kids' books into the kids' cages. But when I talk about the cages, it's because in some of my other recent videos, I've been sorting through those cages and starting to get some of those books listed. So there's a lot of them coming into the store. Okay, this is a great sale. This book is sold for $50 and it's been listed since May last year. So a little bit on the long side, but $50, it's worth holding out a little bit longer for. It's called The Penguin Companion to Food by Alan Davidson. Now, this is an ex-library book. You'll see it's got stickers on the side, stickers on the back, stickers here, cancelled, library stickers. I don't have a problem selling library books. They do actually sell quite well for me, some of them. The only ex-library books that I don't really like selling are the low-end fiction that are only in very acceptable condition, especially if it's fiction books that I can get all the time in a much better condition. I just kind of steer clear of those. And sometimes the kids' ex-library books, they're just well and truly like battered. But otherwise I don't get deterred by buying books that are in good condition and RX library. And that one, yeah, $50, fantastic. Couldn't be happier with an ex-library book. So yeah, don't be scared to sell ex-library books. Just make sure you take photos of all the little things and you'll be sweet. Okay, we've sold a John Marsden, Darkness is My Friend. I hope the ring light is not flashing too much on that one. But Darkness is My Friend by John Marsden. Now, I did just say in my last video that I thought John Marsden had passed away, and somebody did come back in the comments and say, yes, he had passed away. I've noticed in this haul that I've been picking as well, there is another lot of John Marsden books that have also been sold. So it makes sense when somebody passes away. It's the same as in the music category. If a singer passes away, suddenly their books start to sell or their music starts to sell. Sometimes you can command a higher price. This one's just sold for $19.99. I haven't gone back and looked if I've got any listings in there for John Marsden, because I know if I haven't listed him for a while. So anything that's in the store has probably been listed. Like this one's been listed since January 2024. So I'm not going to go back in there and mark them up or anything because he's passed away at this stage. If I've got any new ones coming in, I'll make sure I'm pricing accordingly. And if there's a little bit of a price rise, then maybe the newer listings will go in because of that. Okay, this one is the Thermomix Vegetarian Kitchen Book. Now, this one has been listed since September 2023. Way too long. That is too long, September 23. I don't want books in my store that long. The Thermomix is a very expensive kitchen gadget. You can cook in it, you can puree foods in it, you can blend in it, and the idea is to make nice, wholesome, natural foods that you make at home. And some of their cookbooks do sell for a reasonable amount of money, but that one's only got me $20 and it's taken a long time to sell. So I do have like quite a few more Thermomix bundles here books waiting to list, and I'm probably gonna, I think they're actually in the bundle pile here. I've got them bundled up this time because to try and avoid like the lower end books, I'm gonna try and sell like a whole lot of Thermomix books into a bundle and try and increase the price that way, get a higher average sale price, and also give value to the buyer by getting multiple books. I'm sorry if those books reflect on the ring light. Somebody asked me the other day if I could not use a ring light because of the reflection that sometimes happens on some of the books. And when I'm doing these packing videos, the ring light actually helps me to see the small writing on my phone, which tells me how long it's been listed and how much it's sold for, and also helps even to read on my labels the SKU. So I'm making sure I always double check the label here to make sure I'm putting the right label on the right book. And the ring light actually really helps me. Not only does it give light onto my face while I'm doing this, but it actually really helps me to see because my eyesight is poor and I don't want to have my glasses on because looking up, then I'll get dizzy. So anyway, fingers crossed it doesn't cause too much issue, guys. Okay, this one has been listed since August last year. It's sold for $23.99. We've got Butterflies in Australia, the revised edition of the classic artwork, $23.99. So there you go. Okay, this is an old listing. This one has been listed since March 2022, possibly even came from my old hoarders haul. Now, 2 books on Barber, the world of Barber and Barber and his friends. So Barber is a vintage character, obviously. Those ones have sold for $29.99. But yeah, listed a long time, since 2022. So obviously, Barber is not in high demand for vintage collectibles, unless it's maybe just those 2 particular books. But it kind of tells me that Barber is not really very sought after. Okay, now this bundle of 3 books is going out to Courtney. She watches me. She sent me a little message. She's ordered this Italian cookbook, and if you've noticed if you've watched some of my other packing videos lately, I've been selling a lot of Italian cookbooks. And Courtney sent a message saying she got FOMO, that she was going to miss out on getting an Italian cookbook in my store. So, Family Italian, Donna Hayes Fresh and Light, and a little bundle here of 2 cupcakes and sweets. So a little cookbook bundle here going out to Courtney. And yeah, she's going to jump on the Italian cooking bandwagon and cook up some delicious, I don't know, pasta. That's about all I would know how to cook: pasta, lasagna. I love pasta. I love lasagna. I love gnocchi. I love pizza. You know what? I'd love to go to Italy and try all the yummy. I reckon you'd get the best food if you went and travelled Italy. So maybe one day I'll go to Italy. Now, I don't think I told you, but Courtney paid $41.33 for those 3 books. Thank you very much, Courtney. I hope your cooking book is good. Okay, now I've sold this little box set here. It's just wrapped in plastic to make sure nothing falls out. Playing, winning, golf skills and golf tactics, the art of improving your game. That one is sold for $24. Guys, now speaking of traveling, how I'd love to travel to Italy. And we all know that I really want to plan a trip to UK. Like I always said from when I hit 50,000, I would start planning a trip to UK, and we're almost there. We're almost there. But I have another opportunity for some travel in about a month's time, which I'm not 100% yet, guys, but I'm very seriously looking into seeing if I can make this happen. There is a reseller conference coming up in March in Vegas, and I might try and make it there to that, guys. Just to give you a little heads up, I'm looking into some flights, I'm looking into prices, I'm looking into the whole works. I'd only be going to Vegas. I wouldn't be doing like a big round trip of America or anything like that. I would probably just go to Vegas for the week, go to the conference, which lasts a few days, and then have a couple of days plus or minus to, I don't know what to do. Sure, I can find something to do in Vegas, guys. So anyway, that's a maybe, guys. I'll keep you updated if I can make that happen. But yeah, I'm getting excited even at the thought about it. And guess what? Tech and Sports is going to be there speaking. So I would get to go and see Tech again, my friend and mentor. And that would just, as soon as I heard Tech was going, I was like, I have to come see him again. Okay, we've got The 5 Love Language Singles Edition by Gary Chapman. This one is sold for $19.99 and just listed in February this year. So brand new listing, guys, brand new listings. This is a tiny little cookbook, The Treasury of Recipes Made by Campbell's Soup. So only a very, very small book here. It's been listed since June last year. And it's only sold for $13.39 on some kind of offer or coupon or something, I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, very, very tiny. I'm going to wrap that up in some cardboard just to protect it. Okay. It's really handy just having some little pre-cut slices of cardboard there just to slide in on some of those really thin books that just need a little bit more protection, because if they're only small, the postman will just shove them into the post box, and you just don't want them folded or anything like that. So having some it fits in the same size mailer, there's no difference there or anything, but just helps to protect those very, very thin books. Okay, now this one's been listed a while, December 2023. I have, however, sold it for $50, so it's a great price. These are called little analog sci-fi magazines. So there's a whole bundle of them here. I'm not sure, can't see how many, but yeah, analog science fiction magazines. I got a haul of these when these were in the store. What did I say? December 23. I had a really large haul of them, and I think this might be the last bundle of them to actually sell now. They definitely all sold, just maybe not as fast as I thought they would, but I did get them for really, really cheap, like hardly anything, I remember, and got a whole stack of them, and I was able to make a lot of bundles from that one haul. So I've made profit on them, quite a lot of profit, because even to sell that for $50 is a great price. Yeah, I just had to be prepared that they weren't like the fastest of sellers. Oh, I can hear the rain coming, guys. It's been raining all morning, and I was holding off the post until the rain had stopped, but I can hear it, so I think it might be coming back. So let's go quickly. We've got 4 books here, large paperback books. These are all by Judy Nunn. Pretty sure, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure Judy Nunn is an Australian author. And yeah, those ones are sold for $39.99, so it's a great price for 4 books. Okay, now this is going out to Katrina. It's 2 bundles of the Catherine Cookson collection. One of them she's got on like a half price offer or something for $22, and one of them she's paid $38.99. I think I had dropped the second price one because she'd already ordered another bundle. So I could ship these off together. Catherine Cookson, they're all part of that same series with the red spines. These have been listed a while though, since September 23. So they haven't been fast movers for me, but they're out the door. Thank you very much, Katrina, for buying from me. Okay, so we got the War in Ethiopia, Mission 101. Brand new listing into the store from the Cages. This one is sold for $17.99. Now, I've sold this book twice in today's haul. It's going out in another order, a multi-order as well. But this is called Vegotronic Extreme Vegetable Cooking. This one's been listed since November 24. So it's not like it's a new listing. It's quite unusual that two of the same book, especially like on a book that's not very popular for me. I don't think I've ever sold it before. So it's quite random that it's going out to two different people in the same packing session. And this one has been listed since March 2024. It's sold for $19.99, the Metabolic Clock. Speed up your metabolism and lose weight. Okay, that one sold for $19.99, in case I forgot to say that. Oh yes, we're down to another stack. All right. Now, this is a trilogy called Mark of the Lion trilogy. This one's been listed since September 24. I've sold the 3 books for $30, so that's not too bad. I don't remember where I got those books from that. I don't remember, I can't. Normally I can kind of visualize or remember the different halls or the shops that I buy things at. I've got a pretty good memory with that kind of stuff, but that one I just can't think. September 24, I just can't think. Okay, this one is going out to Leonie. She does watch me as well on YouTube. Thank you very much, Leonie. We've got Melissa Doyle, 15 Seconds of Brave, and The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Now, Melissa Doyle is an Australian television host, really, but she reads like the morning. I'm not going to say the morning news, but like the morning breakfast show on television. She does that. She's a nice girl. And The Secret, one of the most popular self-help books that's ever been created, I'm sure. Obviously about manifestation and stuff. That book's it doesn't sell for very much these days. There's a lot of them on eBay. It's a lot of competition. It's a saturated book, but it is a popular self-help book. And those popular self-help books will always be in demand. It's just whether or not you have to buy them for very, very cheap, because a lot of the time they will be sold on the low end. You don't want to be paying up like $4 or $5 for a book on The Secret when you can only sell it for like $14 to $20. This bundle of books is going out to Tony, who says she watches my videos. Thank you so much, Tony. She said she also wants to buy some CDs from Tom, so that is really nice. Okay, she's ordered the other set of books by John Marsden, who I was talking about before. Now, again, these ones have been listed since 2022, so he hasn't been selling very well for me up until now. Maybe it's because he's passed away, maybe it's not. The other 4 books that Tony has ordered are all brand new into the store in either January or February. So we've got some true crime here, Uncovering Australia's First Serial Murderer by The Killing Streets. We've got Eugenia, a true story of adversity, tragedy, crime and courage. We've got Australia's Serial Killers here by Paul Kidd. 3 true crime kind of books, biographies, and then we've got like a crime thriller horror novel, Dean Coots, very popular author, The Taking. So thank you very much, Tony. Oh, I don't need to wrap those ones, they're already done. Now, I've got 3 books here going out to a repeat buyer, Two of them are brand new listings from February and one of them is from August 2024. But this is a new one here, Trace, Who Killed Maria James. Again, true crime like the other one. This one is also new, Fairy Vale Ladies Book Club, so just like a fiction novel. And then this one is the one that's a little bit older, The Arsonist, A Mind on Fire, Chloe Hooper. So 3 books there. The total of those books comes to, you should probably use the coupon. I do have a coupon on some of these low-end fiction books. Let me see, what have we got them for? $29.98. Yeah, so we've got a coupon going there. $30 for 3 low-end fiction books. I'm happy about. Although one of them was not fiction, was it? But same thing. Okay. Right, now this little book has just sold for $16.08. It's called The Lore of the Lyrebird. Obviously only in a very acceptable condition here. An old book on birds, on the lyrebird. This one's been listed since September. Right, another brand new listing, crime and thriller, Jack Carr, The Terminal List. This one has gone out for $19.99. Jack Carr is actually quite a popular fiction author. I just don't seem to find him very often though, or I don't find him often enough at the right price. You got to get that fiction at the right price. When you're selling for $20, I don't want to be buying my fiction for any more than $1 tops. But yeah, he's a good author when I find him, but I just don't find him very often. Okay, I've sold a bundle here, 20 Mills and Boons. These are the modern ones and they're in a large print. These ones have sold for $46.99 and there's a brand new listing again in January. There's a lot of brand new listings going out here, guys. I haven't actually done many brand new listings this last week. I've been busy. I just spent 3 days at a book fair and just like the lead up week to book fair was just trying to catch up, and I don't know, I just didn't seem to get many listings done over the last week. So I'm going to catch up this weekend. I'm going to have a big listing session Saturday night. Go me, it's like an exciting life, isn't it? Saturday night used to be couldn't wait to go out. Now it's like I can't wait to do some listing. Okay, this is a fantastic bundle. This one has been listed since October last year. It is sold for $59.99. We've got 3 books here on teaching maths. Yeah, they're all teaching maths, year 1, year 2, and year 3. So, yeah, fantastic sale, $59.99. Wow. A nice little cookbook here. This one's called My Petite Kitchen. It's a book on wholesome recipes. This one has sold for $26 and been listed since June 2024. Good price for a little cookbook, $26. Okay, bountiful bowls, fresh, vibrant and nutritious flavours in a bowl. This one's been listed since November 2023 and it has sold for $19.99 to a repeat buyer. But yeah, it's only a small book, but yeah, listed since 2023. It's a little bit too long, but this book actually took my fancy for myself. Like I love eating bowl food, you know, like you just throw everything in a bowl, and rice bowls and taco bowls and noodle bowls. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. I should have looked at, I probably would have kept that one myself. I might have it in my collection already. Okay, this is another beautiful cookbook, but again, been listed since September 23. It's old, but it has sold for $29, so that makes up for having it on the shelf for a little bit long. I don't know, mate, what is this? Saporito. It almost sounds Italian. Is it Italian? Oh my goodness, if it's Italian, we're just going with the Italian foods. I don't know. It doesn't actually say. Someone here in the comments will probably tell me. Maybe that's another Italian cuisine. Anyway, $29, another cookbook out the door. Oh, this is a pretty good sale. No price in that one. Okay, this one's been listed since May 2023. So when I say pretty good sale, I'm saying I'm looking at the price straight away going, oh, pretty good price. May 23, it's not ideal, is it? Family Quotations by John Bartlett. This is the 16th edition. This one is sold for $39.99. But again, look, it is like a big, thick book. Pretty heavy, but takes up quite a bit of shelf space when it's that big. It's the equivalent to 2 or 3 books, really. $39.99. Okay, this one's been listed since January 2024. Spectacular Sydney, Magnificent Panoramic Views of Sydney. This is by Ken Duncan. He does a lot of photography and portrait books, and he does a lot of landscape photography. Sometimes his books are like this big. This one's only quite a small one. $19.99 going out. Beautiful Sydney. Now, Americans often think that Sydney is the capital of Australia, but it's not. The capital of Australia is Canberra, which is where I live. And it's kind of, we're not even on the map. We're not even on the map. If you look at the world map of Australia, Canberra's not even on it, and we're the capital of Australia. So it's no wonder people internationally think that Sydney is our capital city. Okay, this is a brand new listing, Flawed Hero by Chris Masters, another military true story biography book from the cages. Now, what do we got here? Oh, a barbecue bundle. This one's been listed since June 2024. Great price. This one has sold for $50. Both Weber books. Oh, look at the number, 527. That's the SKU number, 527, guys. Look, my lucky number. Okay, 2 barbecue Weber cookbooks. This one's the Ultimate Barbecue. This one's the Barbecue Bible. Now, I don't know if Weber is worldwide or if it's just Australian, but Weber is a brand of barbecue, very popular style barbecue, especially here in Australia. We love to eat barbecues. So anyway, $50 for the 2 books, fantastic. Okay, let's just have a bit of a tidy up here before we get the next stacks on stack. Okay. Right, I've sold this bundle of 3 hardcover books. The series is called Ruby Retford, and it's by Lauren Child. Now, these are young adult books, and I would say these are targeted around 11 to 14 years, basically. I am just taking these out of the bundle because I don't think they need a large satchel. I think they only need a medium, but I'm just going to put them in a little bit differently. But these books have sold for $39.88, but they have been listed since March 2023. So not a very popular series, but $39.88. Okay, this is part of a series called The Unbalanced Earth. I've got books 1, 2, and 3. This has been listed since September 2023. It is a fantasy series. It's sold for $29. But yeah, a little bit of a slow moving one, that one. $29 is still okay. Right, now this is going out to a repeat buyer. These have sold for $37.98. We've got The Secret Gift, How One Man's Kindness and a Trove of Letters Revealed the Hidden History of the Great Depression. True story by the sound of it. Tracing Your Family History Online. Genealogy and family history, it's an interesting topic, and I do find some of the books on those topics do move quite fast for me. So yeah, they're definitely worth learning a little bit more about. Obviously, some of them won't sell very well, but also these books for dummies, they're quite popular. There's another series called For Idiots. The dummies and the idiots, it's like beginner level. Do you know what I mean? They actually go quite well. Then there's this old hardcover book, and it's called August 1994. Looking at the picture there, it's a war and military book. All three of these books are brand new into the store, all in January, I think. Oh no, the Dummies book was in February, so brand new. brand new. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty good. All of those three, $40, brand new listings out the door. Also gone out to a repeat buyer. I'm not sure if it's a viewer, but it's definitely a repeat buyer. Oh, another one from February, and the Cages, the Integrator. Integrator, it's the Interrogator. Oh my God, Mel, come on. The Interrogator by J.J. Cooper. Oh my goodness. Brand new listing in February and sold for $17. Ah, my goodness, I need another coffee today. It's been a long weekend at the book fair, and I'm tired. I had one coffee this morning, and I reckon I could do with the second. Okay, this is going out to Maz. Now, if you remember, if you watched one of my other videos the other day, I talked about Maz, who is fellow reseller and had the cancer on the leg, the melanoma. She's come back. She's ordered 2 more books from me today. One here, and there's another bundle that's coming at the end. But I couldn't put them all into the same packaging due to the weight. But Foolproof Mediterranean Cooking. I've noticed that I think one of the other books in Maz's orders is Mediterranean Cooking as well. So they do say that the Mediterranean diet is one of the healthiest and the best diets that you can possibly do. So I would suspect after Maz going through cancer, it's very, very important to be eating as healthy as you can, and the Mediterranean diet is probably a fantastic one for that. They do say that the people who live in the Mediterranean, in the blue zones, they all live the longest, you know. And they do say it's partly due to their diet, especially the blue zones. But the Mediterranean diet is my personal favourite. I absolutely love it. If I could only eat one type of food for my entire rest of my life, it would be the Mediterranean diet. Yum, yum, yum. In fact, I just had like a little pot of hummus myself. Thank you, Maz. You are a legend. Okay, now 6 large fiction here, all by the same author, Lee Child. These ones have sold for $55.99. They've been listed since October. Not very long, $55.99. Very common kind of price that I get for those books, somewhere between the $49.99 and the $59.99. I love this message. This has come from Kate. She's ordered the 5 Languages of Love for Children. Now, I'm going to read this message to you. Dear Mel, congratulations on how well your store is going. I have watched you forever since you had crates of shoes and clothes stacked in your garage. eBay has always been a side hustle for me and something that I can flex up when I need the extra pocket money, like when I took maternity leave and if I'm saving for something. I love the way that you run your store because your success seems attainable. There's no trick. It's just hard work and consistency. Thanks for being a wonderful inspiration, from Kate. Oh, Kate, that message is beautiful. So thank you very much. And you're right. This is the perfect thing. Like what Kate's saying, you can run it on the side as a little bit of a side hustle. You can make a little bit of extra money, and you can use that money just to pay for a holiday, or like when you go on maternity leave, you want to ramp it up a little bit before you go on maternity leave, do a little bit extra. This is what I love about eBay. You can like wind it down if you need it. If you need a break, you can take a little bit of a break. Like I took a break in December. I needed a break. Then I come back and I ramp it back up again. And that's the best thing about eBay. You can work it to your situation at the time. You might be somebody who just a little bit part-time, doing it on the side and then working your way to full-time, and you can ramp it up once you get to full-time. And she's right. There's no secret to doing this, and she's right. It is very attainable for anyone. If I can do this, anyone can do this. I'm just a regular girl who's been a stay-at-home mum for years and years and had 4 kids, and you know, like if I can do this, anyone can do this. And like she said, I started in my home, in my lounge room, selling sneakers and clothes, and I've worked my way up to this massive warehouse. And there is no secret to it. It is a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of grind, and sometimes there's a lot of hours, but anybody can do this. Anybody can go to the same level as me. All it takes, like she said, hard work and consistency. And the more consistent you are, the better. And let me also tell you this, what you do now, you will reap the rewards for in about 2 years' time. So if you're really ramping this up now, don't expect to see immediate almost results sometimes. Like if you start really ramping this up now, you can get a little bit more going. But if you're working towards full-time or something, what you do now in your business is what will set you up for 2 years' time, right? If I'm working really, really hard now, and the benefits might be slower to increase, but I guarantee in 2 years, I'll be killing it if I keep doing the same as what I keep doing now. So anyway, Kate, thank you so much for your order. Your little message, I love messages like that. So thank you. Okay, let's find where I'm up to on my app, because I've just lost my spot when it blanked out. Where are we? I can see we've got a little Collins early learning Italian. Oh my goodness. Maybe this is a sign, all these Italian cookbooks. Now I'm selling Italian learning languages. Guys, maybe there's an Italian trip for me in my future. Maybe, come on, Tom, let's go to Italy. Okay, $21.01. We've got Collins Easy Learning Italian Dictionary, listed since January last year. Oh, imagine that. Imagine if there's like a little Italian trip. Maybe that's the universe. So I do believe in the universe giving me random signs like that. Okay, where are we? Kokoda. We've got another bundle order down here. Where is it? I got a bundle of 3 books here. Brand new listings, all of them. They've all come out of the cages. 2 of them are religious, the Jesus Papers and the Jesus Dynasty. And then this one is Kokoda by Peter Fitzsimmons, so Australian author. And that is obviously army biography. Sold for $29.98 using the coupon, and brand new out the door. Fantastic. Beautiful book here, the Royal Horticultural Society Encyclopedia of Gardening. This one's been listed since October 2024, and it has sold for $40. So that's a great price there. It is big, thick, heavy. So you don't really want those big, thick, heavy books hanging around your store very long. Good to get them going if you buy them. It's good to get them moving fast. They do take up extra room on the shelves. Okay, this one's been listed since October 2024. Len Dayton. It's a hardcover book in like a plasticky, cardboardy kind of sleeve. That one's gone out on a sale or a coupon for $17.39. I think that one came from one of the cages that I was working on when I was in the old warehouse. That I was working on a couple of the cages before I came down here. And I'm pretty sure that one came from it. And I'm pretty sure there's another one waiting down there that's exactly the same. And $17.39, it's not a huge price. I do have another one there, so I could just simply do a sell similar. It's exactly the same listing. And I can easily put another one into my store. Well, it's been there since October. I was closed for the whole of December. It's sold relatively fast, so I will get the other one listed and put it back in. Now, where are we? We're up to the new stack. Oh, heavy. Okay. Now, this one's been listed since August last year, so it's taken a little while to sell. But I'm kind of not surprised because it's a real random bundle that I put together of kids' books, all on sharks. So just random kids' books that I had. They came from a big haul, like next to nothing. It's like I've got thousands and thousands of kids' books. So I just put these ones together simply because they were all on sharks. And I knew they wouldn't sell individually. I wouldn't be able to make enough profit to sell those individually. But to sell them like a bundle like that, $39.99. Great price, fantastic price. Yeah, just on the 6 months I've taken to sell. So on the, that's not too bad, I guess. 6 months. I'm happy with 6 months. I shouldn't say I'm not happy. I am happy with a 6 month sell through rate. The faster the better. But yeah, $39.99, awesome. Okay, this one's got a story to it. Psychotherapy with Impossible Cases. Now, I sold this book the other day, and then the buyer cancelled it. They decided they didn't want to buy it anymore, and they cancelled it. So a couple of days later, I was in doing some admin. I went into my cancelled orders and went to make sure that they had relisted with the number 1 quantity. Often eBay says that they will relist your books and update the quantity back to 1 from 0 after it sold and then was cancelled, but they don't. You have to manually go in there and change the quantity back from 0 to 1 often, because I don't know why, but eBay just doesn't do it even though they're supposed to. But this is the reason why you can sometimes have inventory on your shelves and it's not listed, and it's a simple fact that somebody has bought it before, cancelled the order, and it never automatically relists. And unless you remember to go in there and update it, that book will forever sit on your shelves and nobody will ever come buy it. So anyway, I went in and updated this to a 1 quantity, and boom, within minutes, this book sold. So very unusual. I checked the username. It didn't seem to be the same user who put in the original offer. And that book has originally been listed since January 2024. So the fact that I relisted it and then boom, it just sold instantly. Really, really cool. Anyway, that one sold for $19. Psychotherapy with the Impossible Cases. My brother is a psychotherapist, and yeah, it's a very interesting thing to study, I guess. Right, where are we up to? Brand new listing again, guys. 100 Years of Dirt by Rick Morton. Coming in again from the cages. These cages are going to be very profitable. Can you see? Can you see the amount of books that are being listed from the cages? $19.99. Yeah, very cool. Oh, this was a great sale. It's been listed since October 2024, and this one has sold for $75 for this box set. Now, this is the Larousse Gastronomique. It is French, and I cannot speak French. This set always sells for a lot of money, so I've even sold this set in another language. So it is a popular recipe collection for the French cuisine. $75, fantastic price. Righto, we got a little book on Jaguars, all the cars, second edition. This one's been listed since October 2024, and it's sold for $20.09. So random thing there, $20.09. Obviously gone out on some kind of coupon or deal. I got 3 books here going out to Katrina, repeat buyer, but also a viewer. Thank you so much, Katrina. I'm so grateful. We've got The Seamstress, we've got Madame Barova, and we've got Gerald Stone, Beautiful Bodies. So all 3 of them, new listings from the cages. And yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much, Katrina. That's awesome. Okay. Got your thank you. I'm going to have to order more thank you cards this week. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Where are we? Okay. I got 3 books going out to Julie, who is a repeat buyer, and I'm not sure if she watches me, but she is a repeat buyer. We've got Stephen King, If It Bleeds, Flea, which is a memoir, Acid for the Children, and The American Sniper. All 3 of those, $30.50 or something. And yeah, those ones are all brand new listings again, all brand new listings. Okay, we've sold Tales from a Sunburnt Country, volumes 1 and 2. This is going out to Heather. She has bought so many books from me. I can't even tell you how many books. You know, on that new feature on eBay, you can click on, when it says repeat buyer, you can click on their name and it comes up with a little screen and it tells you how many books and how many orders that person has actually bought from you. Well, when I click on Heather's name, it's just streams and streams of books that she's bought from me. So forever grateful. Oh my goodness, it's really, really nice to have repeat buyers into your store. And I actively stock a lot of books on the same topics as well, because by having a lot of books on the same topics, it'll bring in repeat buyers for people who buy from you in the first place and then notice that you've got a lot of inventory on those same topics that they like, and then they come back and they keep buying more. And guys, it's much easier to keep a repeat buyer than to find a new buyer. So they always say in business, like, to work on getting more and more repeat buyers, and one of the best ways to do that is simply by having genres and stuff in your store that you're familiar with and you have a lot of, and the more you have of those items, it's more enticing for them to come in and buy multiple books on the same topics. So it doesn't matter what topic it is, if you're a bookseller, it's whatever books you know. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be the same as me. We've all got knowledge in different areas. Sell what you know and sell what you enjoy and sell what you like. It's the same as clothing sellers. You know, you'll have the same brand. Let's say, for instance, you have a brand of, I don't know, let's think of a brand here, Levi's, right? If you're somebody that loves Levi's and you find a store that has all these Levi's in your size and you love them, you'll keep coming back. Same as t-shirts. Do you know what I mean? Like, you'll get the same. You sell all vintage cool t-shirts and somebody loves vintage cool t-shirts, they're going to keep coming back to your store if you've got heaps of what they want. Australia, let's say women like the brand Portmans, right? If you have all Portmans, then somebody who loves Portmans will come into your store and shop. Same as, like, if you're a shop that specializes in plus size clothing, you know, that's an enticing thing for somebody to come back into the store and can buy everything from your shop. You know, selling things that are like of like bring those repeat buyers. Now, this one, the Underwater Australian Dive Guide, sold for $19.99. It's been listed since July 2024 and sold for, $19.99. Nice, easy one out. I think I got a multi-order here. $46.99 for these two books. Bill Cooks for Kids, and this is Australian food, also by the same chef, Bill Granger. Bill Granger is a celebrity chef who sadly passed away last year. He was an Australian chef, only young. You can see here by what he is. He's no older than me, younger than me probably. And yeah, he just passed away unexpectedly last year. And when he did, his cookbooks went crazy for me. Oh my goodness, I sold so many of his cookbooks. And yeah, they're still quite popular to this day. I think he was best known for his recipes about how to cook eggs. Anyway, what did I say? $46.80 roughly for the two of those books. Again, to a repeat buyer. So very, very cool. Right, let's get this. What do we got? We must have another stack on stack. Oh, guys, we're nearing the end. We're nearing the end. Ugh. I got 3 books from Patricia, who's left me a note saying, thank you for the offer on the books. I love watching your channel, especially the pick and the pack videos. It keeps me motivated for my store and helps me keep pushing to reach my goals. Happy selling. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Patricia. Patricia has bought Toy Boy, The Schoolgirl Strangler, that looks like true crime, and Raising Difficult Children. Now, she has paid, let me have a look. What are we up to? $55.78 for all of these books. And guess what, guys? All 3 of these books, brand new listings. Brand new listings. So that's awesome. Thank you so much, Patricia. Happy reading to you, and good luck with your eBay store. Keep pushing, and I'm glad that these videos motivate you to get your stuff done while you are listening to me, because that is the best thing possible. Listen to me and work while you do it, especially on these pick and pack videos. You can be doing stuff. Ooh, I forgot your card. You can be doing stuff while you're listening to me just chitter-chatter around. That is like the goal of these videos. Listen and learn and keep doing at the same time. Okay, where are we now? Quarterly. Right, this one's been listed since April 2023. Too long. Zoe Shug, quarterly invited. The seasonal guide to hosting any occasion and making a memory out of any day. Sold for $19.99, but yeah, since 2023, too long. See you later, alligator. Okay, I sold 2 of these books this month. This one is sold $19.99, Autobiography, QF32, Spirit of Australia. It's an aviation biography. $19.99 that one is sold for. Now, I showed this one before when I sold it to another buyer, Vegetronic, listed since December 2023 and sold for $25. So random that 2 of them have sold. I wonder if it's the author or suddenly hit the news or something. I don't know. It's just very random for 2 old cookbooks to suddenly sell exactly the same on the same day. Who knows? Righto, this one's another new listing, just listed in January. Historical women's fiction by Deborah Challoner. It's called The Girl of Shadows. This one is sold for $17.99 with an offer there, probably 10% off. But yeah, brand new listing from the cages. Starting to love these cages. Oh, I thought the stacks were going to fall in. Okay. Another viewer order from Kim. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so grateful for all these watchers buying from me. Modern Australian Food. That looks like a yummy cookbook. The Healthy Food Cookbook. I also like the look of that cookbook. And the Australian Fruit and Vegetable Garden. I've sold this book countless times. So many people have bought this book over me from the years. So what is it? Grow the best fruit and vegetables for good health and flavour. Okay, now I think from memory these 3 books have come in just under $60. Oh, this one has got, you know when they must push down so hard on the lead pencil. It's like, oh my goodness, can you push any harder and make it any darker? Okay. What did I say? Yeah. So Kim's order was $53.55. So that's awesome. Thank you so much, Kim. That's amazing. This one is called Paramagnetism, Rediscovering Nature's Secret Force to Growth. I've never sold that book before. Don't know where it's come from. Listed in October 2024, sold for $25. So that's pretty good. Oh, my hair. These 2 books have come from Faye, who is a repeat buyer and also watches me. Thank you, Faye. These do not go unnoticed. I see your name coming through over and over. I know these are not the only 2 books you've bought. You've bought multiple books from me, and I'm forever grateful. This one on top, beautiful, beautiful cookbook. It's called Grazing Boards, party platters, beautiful. This is a lovely, lovely book. And then we've got Eating Well, which is gluten-free, vegan, paleo, vegetarian, sugar-free, and dairy-free. Well, you got everything in that one book there. All the different frees, sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free. It's hard enough for me just doing gluten-free with my daughter who's now celiac. What a lifestyle change that is. It's not too bad actually. There's a lot of gluten-free options that you can get now, but it's just hard when you go out somewhere, you know. You just don't have options when you're out and about as easily as if, so it's okay, but when you're at home. Anyway, I'm just I think being dairy-free would be harder than being gluten-free. Imagine if you had to give up cheese and... oh, no. I would hate that. I would hate to give up cheese. Okay, this one has been listed October 2022. Too old. Attachment Theory in Clinical Work for Children. Bridging the Gap Between Research and Practice. So, yeah, that one's been listed since October 2022. Sold for $23, so not bad for a small little self-help book, but it's been a long time on the shelf. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Oh, this is a big bundle that's gone out for super, super cheap. How come this has gone out for cheap? It's been listed since December 23, so it's gone out on a 40% offer. This person's got a bargain. $21.59 for 5 books all about juicing. This book on the bottom here is a really nice book about superfoods and power juices. So the last book alone is probably worth the $21 just on its own, and then they're basically getting these 4 books for bonuses. So yeah, that's a really good price, but 40% off. Like, I've still got some really good stuff in my store at this 40% off. I've got older inventory marked down to clear because there's so much incoming that I need to keep the older stuff moving out. Okay, brand new listing in the store, January 2025. John Connolly, The Burning Soul. That one is sold for full price at $19.99. Now, these ones are going out to Maz. Again, Maz with the melanoma. I don't like to keep saying that, but just so you know that I'm referring to somebody who keeps buying from me, which makes me very, very grateful. We've got Stylish Mediterranean here. And, yeah, these ones are all scientific. Are they all the same? They're all on kind of like science. So Maz would have bought those for her crafting. She likes to make and create things and cut things from magazines, and it's very therapeutic to sometimes do crafting like that. Back when my kids were small, I used to do a lot of scrapbooking, and I would get photographs and cut them all up and scrapbook them and put them into these albums with all these little cute paper things and embellishments, and it was a real big thing back then when my daughter was born. Guys, I've only got 3 more to go. Now, this one is from Amanda. The total of this order, $193.96. I've got it like this because it's going out in 2 packages just due to the weight. So let me show you what we've got here. We've got the complete book of campfire programs. So this is a vintage old book, campfire programs. That's pretty cool. Maybe she does scouts or guides or something, or Cubs. Do they still have Cubs back in the day? My brother went to Cubs. We've got Cooking Delights, which is Indian, I think it's Indian cooking, exotic dishes from the princely house of Salana. I think it's Indian. We've got the Common Sense Cookery book with the Kitchen Classic. Now, the Common Sense series of cookbooks is very popular and sells very well. Okay, this one here, Tracing Your Family History, so some genealogy, Gifts from the Kitchen, Grandma's Special Recipes, like Grandma used to make, more Grandma recipes. We know the Grandma recipes are always good, don't we? Practical Self-Sufficiency, An Australian Guide to Sustainable Living. This is a popular book. I've sold it many times before. So there you go. That is Amanda's order. I don't know if she watches me. She hasn't left a note there. But if you do, thank you so much. I'm honestly even if they don't watch me, I'm just so grateful for all these big multi-orders. Like, it's just amazing. Like, to get an order for like $193. Like, it's amazing. I'm like so grateful, like crazy. Doesn't matter. I'm grateful for all the $12 orders because they all add up and they all compound and they all accumulate. And I'm just grateful for all the big orders because it's just amazing. Like, I don't know, guys. I'm just grateful. I think gratitude is like a massive, it makes such a difference to your life when you actively express that you're grateful for things. And I do it a lot because it's something that I spend a lot of time mentally and stuff all day. I'm constantly inside my head saying things that I'm grateful for. I've got like a memo on the front of my screensaver even, that's done by Ken Honda. Ken Honda is the Japanese money guru, and he's always about thanking the money in and thanking the money out. So every time money comes in, arigato. That's the Japanese word for thank you. Every time money goes out, arigato. Like you instead of being like, oh, I've got to pay the bills, it's got to be like, thank you for the money to pay the bills. I'm so grateful that I had the money to pay the bills. So it's like a change of this mindset. So it stops you from being in that negative zone of, oh, I've got to pay the electricity bill and it's so expensive and blah, 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 to, I'm so grateful that I was warm this winter and had electricity, and I'm so grateful that I've got the money here to pay that bill. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you in, thank you out. Arigato. So yeah, that's been on my screensaver for a long time, and mentally every time I spend money inside my head, thank you for the money, thank you for the money. Every time I'm doing my orders, taking in, thank you, thank you, thank you for the money. Okay, and we've got 2 more orders going out. This one is Mighty Spice Cookbook, sold for $22.01, been listed since August last year. Nice book, I've sold it multiple times before. Little bit on the slow end for me, but it's in and out now, and it's got a new home. And that's the aim of the game, find everything a new home. Okay, the other thing, we've got some Mills and Boon. These ones have been listed since December 2023, a little bit on the longer style. These are the Intrigue ones, and this kind of cover, I don't find it as popular as a lot of the other ones. These have sold for $26, and yeah, like I said, December 2023. Now, these ones will go into my medium-sized mailer, but I'm just very conscious because it's a tight fit. I never want the sticky bit to like risk sticking on the books because it's a tight fit. So I have these little plastic things that I can just pop it in here. I'll show you. So you can see that it only just kind of covers it. But if I've got like the books in like a plastic thing here, I don't have to worry about this sticker doing any damage to the actual books. So then I can close that up and I can fit it. We've got to do everything we can to get any little bit of postage savings. Guys, that is it. Okay. Another Monday packing video done and dusted. I didn't feel like I was as busy this Monday, but also I just wasn't very active in my store for the last few days. I was off at the book fair. I wasn't really paying attention to the store. I did schedule out 20 listings a day over Friday and Saturday and Sunday because I knew I wasn't going to be very active and I knew I wasn't going to be sitting at the computer to get any listings. So yeah, I had 20 listings going out each day, but yeah, I mean, obviously there's still a lot of sales there, but the sales dollar wasn't as high as what it's been for the few weeks prior, but very, very grateful. Thank you for the money coming in. Okay, guys, I'm going to get this to post office and then I've got a whole lot of photography to do. I'm really behind on my photography. And then once I've got all my photography going, I'll be able to get a whole lot of listings done on this weekend. So I'm going to make a video chit-chatting soon while I'm taking some photos and talk about my experience at the book fair last weekend and answer a few questions that I got from my book fair video. So if you want to come back and watch me in the next video after this, that's probably what it's going to be. Thanks guys for watching. Thank you. Bye. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Can you see me here packing? Da 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 da. Another day, another packing video. What does my hair look like? And do I have any bald spots on the side? What does my hair look like? Can you see me? Pack, 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 pack. Pack, 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 pack. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make her the cutest that I've ever seen. Give her 2 lips like roses and clover. And tell her that her lonely nights are over. It's fine. Oh, Mel. Going crazy. Righto. Hey guys, it's Mel. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Okay, I got a Hey guys, it's Mel. Welcome or welcome back to my channel.